season we became Europa League winners. I was going to call it today until the comments wanted a little bit more. So let's buckle down, get on that horse and try and win the Premier League or the Champions League. For this, the board are going to give us £68 million in the transfer window. We also have a Super Cup to play against PSG. I forgot about that one. And we also play in the European South American Club Cup Challenge. No idea what that is, but we play Santos. But let's get into the transfers as what we're going to spend with that £68 million. And it's going to be a new centre midfielder. It is going to be none other than Manu Kone. We brought him from Mönchengladbach, a phenomenal signing for £50 million, and he's going to slot straight into this team. We also pick up Wahi on a free. We signed him in the last episode. He's a freebie. He's going to be rotation for our strikers, help out to mix it in match when we have the European games and the Premier League games. So it's going to be 2 games a week, every single week, and that is where he's going to come in crucial for us. The team's going to look like this. Kone slot straight in there, going to be our Volante for us. Wahi's going to be on the bench. We're going to work him in a little bit slower, and we head into our European and South American Club Cup competition. And by the chance I've said that name, Manu Kone has got injured for us. Don't do this again for me, game. Not another season of injuries, please. We don't let that bother us, though, as we get a corner whipped into the box. It's kind of a loose ball that gets picked up, finds Renier there, and he slots it away for a 1-goal lead. On the last stroke of half-time, they do push, and Santos gets a goal there from Sandri. A lovely finish, low and hard, gets past the goalkeeper for 1-1. We battle on, though, and Redondo does what he does best with another beautiful finish, a bit like Sandri's, but a well-worked goal. But unfortunately for us, Santos do get a goal back. It's going to be a penalty. I don't know what just happened. Someone pushed someone in the box, but it's a penalty. And it's just slotted away very comfortably, and that is going to be 2-2, and it leads to a penalty shootout. Can we just throw some love down for Muric with this unbelievable save? And he actually catches it as well. It's unbelievable. That makes Santos miss their 3rd penalty, and we just go on and just finish it off, scoring all 5 with Berger slotted away, and we take home a victory of the European South American Challenge Cup. It's a trophy. We take trophies, right? Come on, it's one in the bag. Let's go. Brilliant result for us, and we move. Unfortunately, with that, we lose Kone for 4 to 6 weeks. We look to bring in someone else, someone like Olis for 50 million. We do get the bid accepted, but the 200k that he asks just means, see you later, pal, not for me. We then change the tactic as well. We go a little bit attacking by introducing the right winger a bit further up, and then we drop another player down into a double DM role. We're going to take this into the Bournemouth game when we start really well with Samu just smashing through all the players and getting us a goal, but it's not enough as Bournemouth do equalise straight away from across the box. Easy tap in, but this is what we do best. We move the ball around really well, put the ball into the box, and Samu is going to give us a 2-1 victory. And here we are, the big one, the Super Cup against PSG. And just have a cheeky look at them wonderful trophies that are on there. One of them are ours. Maybe that other one on the left-hand side could be ours with this year. Only time will tell. And this is a good opportunity to put Samu waste it by hitting the post, and it comes us to half time. We have a very good half there, just showing how good we've been against PSG. And in the 94th minute, yes, 94th minute, there is only one man and one man only to slot it away. Nathan Lowe, our youngster from the youth academy, gets us a 1-goal lead in the 94th minute. We switch to wasted time, we put on them set pieces, and guess what? We win the Super Cup. Yes, that is us lifting the Super Cup. Is this what's going to happen in the future? Are we going to go on and win the Champions League? There is only time to tell, and we have got a big chance at it as we celebrate 2 trophies back-to-backs, and that is glorious as we head into the Premier League season. Kone and Wahi finally starting together in the Premiership, and it's going to be a 3-1 victory against Luton. Wahi actually scoring for us as well. We then head over to Wolves and we get a 2-2 draw, not ideal. We go and play Sheffield United, gain a comfortable 3-1 victory, whilst also drawing Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, and we're going to smash them 3-1 as we advance further on. We get the Champions League draw, and you will see there the 2 Spanish giants in the mixture. We got Barcelona and Real Madrid. And then in the Carabao Cup, we get the not-so-glamorous Plymouth. Manchester City do put a massive stop on our release signing as they go in for him, and they're going to pick him up on the transfer deadline day, but we do focus our energy elsewhere and have a look at RV Elliott from Liverpool. £30 million, very versatile, and will also help for that European squad registry as he's going to fit in as English. That signing puts us on £2 million per week for the whole team, and overall in the Premiership that puts us 16th in the league, just a little bit shy of £6.5 million from from Manchester City. Speaking of Manchester City, we do head to the Etihad and we pick up an early goal with Williams whipping the ball in and Renier getting the goal there. Manchester City do answer back in the second half with a corner. It's going to be floated in and Rodrigo is going to get the goal to give them a 1-1 draw. That result puts us third in the league and we've been here before. We know what it feels like. We just hope we don't bottle it like the previous seasons. Now we make our history, and it's big history as Stoke play our first ever Champions League game. It's going to be none other than Roma, and we are playing away as well. So we head to Roma, we get a early goal from a very well-worked short corner, and Anthony Gordon's going to give us a 1-goal lead, but Roma do answer back, and it's a brilliant solo goal from Zaniolo to give us a 1-1 draw. Form in the Premiership carries on as we get a 2-1 victory over Everton. Koenig in on the score sheet for us, and we travel and get our first ever victory in the Champions League versus Club Brugge. A 4-0 victory. Currently playing the season without a loss and smashing it as well, but we do face Arsenal away from home, where they're going to slot the ball away in the net to give them a 1-goal lead, and we go on to miss a penalty to rescue a point shared out. That was 9 in the league before a loss as well, so we bounce back needed, and then what we do is we go and take a 1-0 lead against Newcastle as our baller Renier places the ball past the goalkeeper, and then we double it with a beautiful Van Persie-esque finish as we finish 2-0. More wins in the Champions League over Shakhtar as we pick up a 3-1 victory and a 4-2 win over Brighton. Wahi gain a brace. This pushes us up to second, only 2 points off Arsenal, who are top of the league. A cup win against Plymouth rewards us with a tie against Manchester United, who are looking for revenge from last year. A Krupi hat-trick gets us 3 points against Southampton, and then we host the big one, Barcelona, the one that everyone's been dreaming about, and it doesn't start too well with a penalty slotted away nicely, and they double their tally with a little short corner. A cheeky deflection as well, but it gains 2-0 as we get a misplaced back pass, which gives us a little bit of hope at 2-1, but it's not going to be enough as a corner gets cleared away, finds Musiala open in loads of space, and he just slots it away for a 3-1. We luckily bounce back in the Premier League though with a 2-1 victory over Forest. Our worst Champions League match ever is a 3-0 loss against Atalanta, and we have 2 red cards as well. This is going to be very costly for us, but that leaves the table looking like this in the Champions League. 17th on 7 points. There's still a lot to play for, and I don't mind that. We do go into the Premier League game is where we shine the best with a 4-1 victory away from home to West Ham. Those games coming to cost as Anthony Gordon's out for 3 to 4 weeks, but he don't stop us as Chelsea head to the Bet365 arena now. Gordon replacement Harvey Elliott with a pinpoint ball finds Krupi for a 1-goal lead. A well-worked throw-in sees Krupi get a cheeky deflection off Wahi for a 2-0 victory. That puts us top of the table for the first time this season. A tough ask at Anfield, who are currently sitting second. Skip finds Akamark for a 1-goal lead. Skip then gets involved again, and somehow the ball just falls to Darwin Núñez as he slots it away for a 2-goal lead, and then Skip gets his well-deserved goal as he just runs straight through, and he's ran the show really to give him a 3-1 victory. A team that could use Skip here is Spurs as we beat them 5-2. Love to see why he's scoring as well. And Champions League time, and we take a look at all them red boxes there. Suspensions and injuries. Luckily it's a 3-0 victory as the team wasn't that good, no disrespect. Players back though from the suspension in the Premier League, and they get a 4-1 victory against Brentford. But Manchester United do plays in the Cup, and they spank us 3-0 for a little bit of revenge. Krupi wants a new contract. He does deserve it, but I can't justify paying the 190k that he wants weekly. We host Manchester United in the league, and it's great to see Krupi and Wahi linking up, becoming the French connection, if you will. And then Gordon, back from injury, gets a crucial goal, making it 2-0, and that is a victory at home to Manchester United. Our ass man is killing our players as well with the training that he's doing, endurance before a match. This guy is crazy. But we do host Manchester City, and Haaland scores an early penalty to give them a 1-goal lead, but the world's worst goal kick gets taken, and our French connection links up yet again to draw 1-1. A cheeky 1-0 win away to Aston Villa as well puts us back on top of the table, which boosts the morale for a 3-1 victory over Norwich and another 3-1 victory over Luton. Fulham come in for Berger, but I have to reject it. It's just not good enough. Board wanted to extend our contract. Good news all around, causes for good results as we get a 2-1 win over Bournemouth, but one off of the French connection gets injured, and Palace come in for low, but the offer once again is too low. We reject it. As we get 3 points from Wolves, the second half of the French connection gets injured, and as well as Gordon, Liverpool do draw with Manchester United, which gives us a 2-point lead at the top of the table. A 5-0 victory in the FA Cup sees Kone injured. With all these injuries though, we actually pick up a loss against Sheffield United 2-1, but somehow we we managed to do the unthinkable and beat Lazio 3-1 at home. FA Cup again, and it's a 5-1 win against Derby. And can you guess who we get in the next round? Yeah, it's Manchester United. We head to the Bernabeu for a tough start with a back post header, giving them a 1-goal lead. A corner then gets whipped in, and it's another header, giving them a 2-goal lead. We do get one back, though, from a low drilled shot from Tezgal. We get a comeback, and it's going to be Gordon down the wing who's going to find Low, and he puts it in for a 2-2. But as you can see in the 90th minute, they push into our box, and somehow the ball comes to an open Lukanets, who drills it in for a 3-2 loss. We then get a 3-0 victory against Everton, which was definitely needed as we go through to the next round of the Champions League, where we draw Borussia Mönchengladbach. We then host Arsenal at the Bet365, and we haunt them with the long ball Tony Pulis style with a Low getting the goal for us. Saka does finish with a nice penalty there, but we do somehow get lucky as the ball pulls loose, and Low is going to double his tally for a 2-1 victory over Arsenal. But away from home, we're not so good, as Newcastle give us a spanking of 3-0. First leg against Gladbach, and a cheeky training ground free kick gets us a lead. Another penalty though sees them pull it back to 1-1. A very nice counter-attack sees the French connection take the lead to 2-1. We then make it 3 with a great ball and a great finish from Wahi. We seal the deal with a very lucky goal in off the bar, and it's a little tap-in. A 4-1 victory. We then get a 1-0 win over Brighton, which sees us top of the table by 3 points. Our second leg sees the exact same result as another 4-1 victory over Gladbach. The draw's not that kind to us though, as we host Barcelona in the last 16. 3-2 win in the Premier League against Southampton. As we host Barcelona, they pass their way through to a 1-goal lead, and they double their lead with a well-worked ball into the box, and a lucky deflection sees it through for a 2-0 victory. Bounce back ability is in form as we get a 4-1 victory over Nottingham Forest, and we go 2-2 with Barcelona. We do score 2 goals to make it 2-2 on aggregate, but they just a little bit too strong for us, and it is a 4-2 victory. A big win is needed against West Ham, and it ends up being a boring 0-0. United knock us out to the FA Cup as well. 4-0 victory. Shocking result. A 3-3 against Chelsea worries me as the form is not in the best, and leaving Liverpool just 1 point behind us. Liverpool play Barca, which is massive for us because, as you can see, we play them in just 2 days' time. And here it is, the biggest game of the Premier League this season, and we take a short corner, and it works wonders for us to give us a 1-goal lead. We then double our tally with an amazing ball and a finish equally as good by Krupi. Liverpool answer straight away. Nepan runs down that wing, and it's going to be none other than, yeah, you guessed it, Skip yet again scoring past us. And in the 83rd minute, it's going to be Liverpool gaining an equaliser. A ball down the left, a little bit of deflection, but it finds its way across the box, and it's an easy tap-in for a 2-2. That still keeps us 1 point at the top of the table, though, and here's the run-in that we have for the rest of the season. I think we have the tougher run. As you can see there, we have Spurs, Villa, and also United still to play in the end of the season. One achievement I am proud of this year is making £26 million in profit. Liverpool do pick up a 3-0 victory to go top of the table, but we do have to play Spurs. We do travel to London, and a free kick gets floated into the box, and I've got to really question my defenders and my goalkeeper. What has just happened there? 1-0 Spurs. Spurs do double the tally though with a lovely finish on from the penalty spot. We come straight out, all guns blazing in the second half, and we pick up a great goal with a great finish from Renier. We do get an equaliser as Renier plays the ball in with a great assist, finding Krupi, who gets us a 2-2, and that is the points shared. We then pick up a big win at home against Brentford with a 3-1 victory. This unfortunately isn't enough as Liverpool do maintain that top spot. We play Manchester United, and Liverpool are going to play West Ham. I don't know what has happened with this Manchester United game, but I think there's some match fixing going on, because these are 2 of the worst goals I have ever scored in a football match to give us a 2-goal lead. Luckily for us, though, West Ham do beat Liverpool, and that gives us the top spot. The next week, Liverpool bottled against Chelsea with a 1-0 victory to Chelsea. That means we are just 1 victory away from a Premier League title, and we have to play Aston Villa. This is the team that we're going to be going into this game. A title-winning chance, if you will. Kone's going to be playing for us in the centre, and also the French connection are going to be up top. We start very well, as I thought that was going to be offside for that ball over there, but it's carried on, and Krupi gives us a 1-goal lead. Redondo turns himself into a Mazzola as well. He's going to whip the ball in, and Renier somehow wins the header there and doubles our tally to 2-0. 2-0. Villa mess up and Kone gets that ball straight off him, finds Renier with a pass who opens his body up and slots it away for a 3-0. Villa do put the scares on us as they do pick up a goal. It's the world's worst header and it just finds Foster and he just slots it away for a 3-1. Puts a little bit of panic on there, but somehow we manage to maintain the league. We get a 3-1 victory, and that is the first time ever you will hear me say that Stoke City are Premier League winners. We actually did it, and these boys have been absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, I've been one of my favourite saves here just because of the plays and the connection they have. There's two strikers, the French connection up front. Absolutely love them boys of Krupi and also Wahi coming in there. We do have Samu as well. Redondo, who's been with us for so long, ever since we got to the Premiership. All these boys are just connected together and just been one wonderful, wonderful team. And I have got a soft spot for all these now. And they're always going to be remembered on as we lift up the Premier League title. What a feeling and what a way to finally, and this is for serious now, we end this series with a bang. Guys, this has been an absolutely amazing series and I can't thank you enough for watching it and checking it out. The comments have been amazing and the views have been amazing, so thank you so much. And guys, I hope you did enjoy it, and there will be a full review and a full finals finale of this going out in a couple of days. So guys, thank you very much for joining me and checking out this content. It means the world to me. I'll catch you all next time. Much love and bye bye from the Premier League winners.